All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to the final section of the complete Foundation set review. Woo! This is a big set, folks. It's an awesome release. I'm very excited for it. I think it's really, really good for Magic to have this great starting point. There's the main set, 280 cards. That's, booster packs, play boosters, you draft that set. That's the main set. Legal and standard, legal everywhere, obviously. There's a starter set, which is going to be like a 140 card starter pack, which is legal and standard, not for drafting or anything like that, but has important cards in there. Both complete reviews for those will be up on YouTube. Go watch them. I go over all the cards. First one for limited, constructed, all the formats. Second one only for standard. And now our last review here is for the Jumpstart product. Now, if you're a paper player, realistically, this doesn't mean much to you. I think there's like one or two new cards in this, but for the most part, it's not that many. The important thing here is for your arena players who like to play timeless and historic. This could bring some exciting new cards to the formats that are very, very powerful, like the one behind me maybe, that are really, really cool for historic and timeless. So just go, we're gonna blast through it and do our thing and get in and out. Brimaz comes to Arena. Unfortunately, this is a card I saw play here and there back in the day. 3/4 for 3. Vigilance, attack, make it 1/1 that's attacking. Blocks, make it 1/1 that's blocking. This card's like just kind of worse than Adeline is. Oh, Brawl also. Yes, very, very important for Brawl. Brawl and Arena Cube. So if you're playing a Brawl deck with Adeline, play this card too, But I think Adeline kind of just like is a lot better than this card. It's a cat for your cat deck, which is cool, but Brimaz is whatever. We got Brygon, Soldier of Miletus. 2 mana 4, 2/2 Vigilance. Has Heroic. Put a counter on this and tap to remove a counter and draw a card. I believe this is a new card. Chat, you can get me if I'm right or wrong here. So it's not actually relevant for you, paper players also for Commander and stuff. This card's really good, right? 2/2 for 2 Vigilance, Heroic, put a counter on it, and then you can tap to draw cards. Like, that's kind of sick. So, like, obviously only legal in Timeless, Historic, and Brawl. If you're playing a Brawl deck and wants a target, this card's kind of gas. And then in Historic, this could maybe be a thing for, like, Heroic decks. Probably not good enough for Timeless, but it's a powerful card. This card really does slap. Probably a great commander, too, for Brawl. So, it's a cool new one. And for paper players, there you go. New commander. Favorite Hoplite. I think this card's already on Arena, right? Yeah, I think it is. Moving on.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Generous Pup. 2 mana 4, 2/2. Vigilance. Whenever one or more counters get put on this, put a counter on each other creature you control, but only once a turn. This is a pretty powerful effect, honestly. I believe this is also a new card. And there's some dog stuff happening in older formats, so for Brawl and stuff. And then honestly in Historic, like some sort of plus almost one counter, like, Hardened Scales deck. This does do some pretty cool stuff. Probably not good enough, but if you're playing a Brawl deck or a Commander deck, this could do some cool stuff if you're doing counter stuff. Cool card, cute art. It's a fun card. With Heliod in Historic, this does some cool stuff too. Yeah. I screwed up, man.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
This card's also in the starter set. It's a big deal, but I talked about it already, so sorry. Moving on to Lord of the Unreal. Blue for a Lord for Illusions. This does give hexproof. The important thing here is this card's really good Phantasmal Image. If you have 2 of these in play, they give each other hexproof, which is really, really cool. I'm sure there's a smattering of illusions here and there also, but a card to be aware of in Historic, Timeless, and Brawl for that reason, which is kind of cool, Phantasmal Image is on the bonus sheet for Duskmourn, so it is legal as well. We got Plagon, Lord of the Beach, I believe also a new card. They meant it for a 0/3. EDB, draw a card for each creature you control with toughness greater than its power. It does count itself, which is a really great floor to have. And then a white or blue creature assigns damage for its toughness. This is a great commander for a blue-white wall deck, right? Like, holy moly. And then not difficult to draw like 2 or 3 cards off of this, Wall of Omens or whatever else it might be. So seems like a really, really important card for Brawl. For Historic, like probably not. But this card's kind of a big deal for Brawl players especially. Might end up being a really annoying Lord, but drawing cards, making booties, good stuff. Remand. That's a big one. Remand's the kind of card that we'll see play in all formats. Timeless, Historic. We already have Reprieve seeing play in Historic and Timeless. And Remand is obviously, if you're playing white, Reprieve is better for the most part. But if you're not playing white, Remand is great. So there you go. Remand's legal in Historic now. Big deal. Simple card, but I love this card. Remand's a card I have cast a lot. Next up is another big one here in Thoughtcast. 5 mana for a sorcery, affinity for artifacts, draw 2. The Tapland artifact lands and Darksteel Citadel are currently in Timeless and Historic. The other ones are not. Hint, hint, hint. More on that later. Venser Shaper Servant joins the party with a, I guess, cool new art. This card's been a little bit power crept out. This is a card I used to see play at Legacy. I cast Venser a lot. 4 mana for a 2/2. Flash, ETB bounce a permanent or spell. Human Wizard. Plays really well with Riptide Laboratory, the land that bounces wizards. Just a nice flexible card. Again, might not be good enough this day and age, but Venser's cool. I just like the card. It's awesome. And definitely a great brawl card too, I think. Whoa! The whole reason we're doing this review, honestly, is because of this card right here. Dark Confidant is now a legal card in Historic and Timeless and Brawl. I don't know about you, but I love Dark Confidant. All right? Oh, boy. I love the art, too. Really, really cool, like, evocative art of, like, this, you know, this human who's a confidant to a demon and is, like, selling their soul. Love it. Card's great. Obviously, in Timeless, looks awful against Bowmasters, but a big deal in Historic, a big deal in Brawl, a big deal in Cube. Just good stuff. Everyone, welcome Dark Confidant to Arena. Love it. Good stuff. Gorg's the Tomb Shell. I assume this is a new card. 8 mana for a 4/4. You can also delve away creatures to reduce the cost by 2 for each creature exiled. Death Touch. Whenever it attacks or dies, choose a card at random, exile, buy it, put it in their hand. Very similar to like a blue card like this also. This card's like pretty good, right? Like if you play this as a, 2 mana 4/4, and if it attacks, you get to draw cards off of it. Pretty nice. So like, I don't know if this card is good enough for Historic. Timeless, probably not. It's an 8-drop. Triggers beans, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, it's a cool card. Pretty cool card. Probably be very, very fun in Arena Cube and then also in Brawl too. Night's Whisper, another reprint here. Card almost surprisingly not on Arena. The kind of card that it's seen vintage play. You know, drawing 2 cards 2 mana is pretty good. Probably not good enough, but a tool to have in the old utility belt. You know, we got Andy's Ravager, a card that I freaking love. This is I changed my cube recently over to a no supplemental product cube, so it's only cards that have been in Modern or Standard. And there was about 4 cards that I had to cut that made me super sad. Original to Ready, Mr. Confluence, and this card, Andy's Ravager. The mana for a 3/3 must attack each turn. Whenever it attacks, you discard your entire hand and draw 3, and has Madness 2. So if you're an aggro deck, if you're kind of a Madnessy deck, a graveyard deck, card does really good stuff. Really good rate, draws cards. I just think this card's awesome. Very excited to see this card in Historic. Probably not good enough for Timeless, but awesome in Historic, awesome in Brawl. Just a really fun card. I just love this card. Dropkick Bomber. Where's the Mog Monday theme? Huh? Where is it? 2 mana for a 2/3 Lord. All goblins get pumped. Wait, this card was in the freaking starter set. God damn it.
Whoopsie.
Never mind. Already talked about it. General Crete the Boltbringer. Here's a new card. 3 mana for a 2/2. Goblin Soldier. Whenever one or more goblins you control attack, make a 1 goblin token that's tapped and attacking. Whenever a creature you control EDBs, deal 1 to each opponent. Listen, I don't play a lot of Commander. I don't update my Commander deck very often, but I'm getting one of these for my Muxus Commander deck, all right? This is obviously like the perfect card for a Muxus Commander deck. Couldn't make a card that's like, more perfect for it. So, sort of Goblin Rabblemaster adjacent. This doesn't need to attack, which is kind of cool. Makes tokens, deals damage. Probably not good enough in like Historic Goblins. But great for any Commander deck, great for any Brawl deck playing Goblins. Cool stuff. Frontline Heroism. 3 mana for an enchantment. Make a soldier token with haste. Or if you cast a spell that targets only a single creature you control, make a token with haste and copy it targeting that. This card's fun. So like for a heroic kind of deck, where you're buffing your own stuff, you get to get a body and then keep getting more bodies and more copies of spells. Might not be good enough because the upfront cost is expensive, but for Brawl, super fun card. For Commander and stuff, just a cool card. Honestly, just a cool little card. Gornog, the Red Reaper. The meta for a 2/3 haste. Cowards can't block warriors. Pretty cool. Whenever one or more warriors you control attacks a player, target creature like player controls becomes a coward, so obviously can't block. And then warriors you control get plus X plus O. Rex the number of cowards your opponents control. So by itself, this is a 3/3 haste essentially that makes the thing not be able to block, and scales up if you're playing warriors. So if there's a warrior deck in Historic, I think there is actually, or a Brawl warrior deck, a Commander warrior deck, card's kind of sweet, honestly. Pretty fun card, pretty powerful card. It's cool. Avora, Insatiable Air, 2 mana for a 1/1 trample. When it ETBs, and whenever it does combat damage to a player, make a blood token. Discard a card, put a counter on this. Card's pretty good. The kind of card that'd be really good standard, I think. Probably not good enough for Historic or Timeless. Pretty cool Commander / Brawl card, but there's a lot of good stuff. You know, like if you're playing kind of a madnessy, discardy deck, it does cool things for sure. Card's cool. Cool Commander too. Dyneus, Elvish Archdruid. 4 mana for a 3/3. Elves you control have, when this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it and put a counter on it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Kind of a crazy combo card, right? You just like tap your mana, elf for mana, and just untap it and just do it again. So definitely a combo potential. I can see this card doing things in older formats like Historic and Timeless. Also being a pretty crazy Commander card too. I believe this card is new, reprint. I'm not sure. If it's already a Commander card, don't shoot me. But combo potential for sure. Rampant Growth sees a first-time print for Historic, which is kind of, I guess, like kind of big deal. Not that big of a deal, I guess, but kind of cool. Scythecat Club, Cubs went up for a 2/2 trample. Landfall, put a counter creature you control, and then second time ability resolves double the creatures. This is like a better Bristly build for Historic and Timeless. Plays well with Nadu, and then does cool landfall stuff as well. Card's cool. Just a powerful card, honestly. And then doubling up on Bristly build is pretty sweet too. Once again, these cards are not in standard. This is the Jumpstart product. These are cards that are new to Historic, Brawl, and Timeless on Arena, and that's it. I guess Commander too. Somberwall Beastmaster is a 7 mana 1/1. EDBs make a 2/2 at 3 and a 4/4. The big note here is this is a human. So if you're playing a Winona deck, this is a pretty big thing to put in off Winona. It's a human that's powerful. Aside from that, not really relevant, but it's cool. Satina, Speaker of the Tajaru, the mana for a 2/2. ETB search for basic and put it into play tapped, which is the best rate we've ever seen on that effect for this card. And if it attacks, return a land, or you can return a land if you do put a counter creature. That part's not very exciting. But just a 2/2 for a 3 that gets a land, a 2/2 Wood Elves, is pretty damn powerful, honestly. So I think for Historic, maybe even Timeless, this card can see play, and then a great Commander card across all fronts. Ooh. Don't know about this one. Violent Outbursts and Crashing Footfalls is now legal in Timeless and Historic. I don't think this is going to last in Historic. We'll see if they ban it or not. But yeah. Not a fan. Other Cascade cards have been set too. This is just a fun Arena Cube card. I'm just excited to cast. I love this card. Play this card in the Pro Tour. Just have good memories. Want to put it on the slide. It's my show. I'll do what I want. And now we come to the lands, where the lands have a lot of really important things. Ash Barrens is an awesome land. Only legal in Legacy and Commander. Great cube card. Now legal in Timeless and Historic. Untap land that land cycles for 1 is great. Plays well putting lands in the graveyard. This card's awesome. Obviously a Pauper All-Star, but like really, really cool other formats as well. This is a big one. Cool to see it. It's in my cube. It's great. And now we come, though, to the really, really big ones. Seat of the Synod and Vault of Whispers. These cards are banned in Modern. We're getting 2 of the artifact lands. If you've never played with a classic artifact land before, you don't know how broken these cards are, but they are ridiculous. With support, we got Thoughtcast, we got Thought Monitor, we got Mirror Enforcer. Holy shit, are these cards a big deal for Historic and Timeless? Probably the most impactful cards of the entire release. There are only 2. We're only getting the blue and the black ones. I don't really know why. I guess it's like a blue-black Jumpstart artifact pack or whatever. But monumental deal. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. That's it. That's the whole Jumpstart set so there are more cards obviously, but these are the cards that are relevant for Jumpstart on Arena. Again, historic, timeless, all very exciting, very fun. And that's it. That's the whole freaking Foundation set, folks. Oh boy. Like, comment, subscribe, support the content. I love you all. All right. Peace.